This is the kahawai of Manoa. There are 7 different water sources that feed into this kahawai, or river. One of the mo'o that I talked about associated with this river and this valley was Mo'o Kakea. In the readings, Mo'o Kakea is gender unspecified, but in the mo'olelo that I'll share a little later, Kakea is talked about as a male, and in other accounts as well, he's talked about as a male. The mo'olelo I'll be sharing is told from the book The Stories of Old Hawaii by Roy Almeida. But there is also another account that I found from Miss Nukuina, and both of these accounts talk about Mo'o Kakea as a male. I learned from working at Kanewai, as well as it was solidified from the readings, that Mo'o Kakea also represents a pu'u Kakea located in Manoa, as well as bluff. And Kakea is also the strong gusty wind that flies through Manoa Valley. Mo'o Kakea is said to control the waters of Manoa as well as Makiki Valley. He was a benevolent mo'o in the accounts I've come across. He seemed to care for the people of Manoa and Makiki Valley. Talks of how he wanted to equally share the water in these valleys with all the people, so it could sustain all of their lives. As I work at Kanewai, I build a pilina with this place. The story of the mo'olelo of Kakea always intrigued me. And as I did this project, I came across the Kakea mo'olelo from the Stories of Old Hawaii. The mo'olelo from Stories of Hawaii by Roy Alameda talks about the creation of Punahou Spring. Now, Punahou School rests on top of Punahou Spring. Mo'o Kakea is said to have borrowed some of the waters from Wailele Spring. This spring is also covered by what is now Mid-Pac School. So, instead of taking you guys there, I brought you to the kahawai behind Kanewai that leads up to our po'owai, where there still is an owai system. So this owai dates back to over 1400 AD. In the mo'olelo that I'll tell in a minute, Kakea helps build an owai system to bring water down to Punahou Spring from Kanewai Spring. But yes, I'll talk about that in a second. So this mo'olelo that talks about the creation of Punahou Spring begins with a brother and sister. The brother's name was Ka'awa'ahila, and the sister's name was Kawaki'owau. This brother and sister escaped from their stepmother, Ha'avea, and didn't treat them very nicely. They lived atop Mount Ka'ala, on its highest point. Kawa'ahila is a rain that comes through here, and Kawaki'owau is a misty cloud that comes through Manoa, or occasionally did Ikawa Mamua. So this brother and sister escaped to Manoa Valley. They cross over Konahua Nui in Nu'uanu and come here into this valley to seek refuge. The first place they seek refuge is the beginning of Manoa Valley in a small cave. There, Kawa'ahila finds a small uala patch. And they also subsist off of things such as popolo leaves, ahea, and laulele. But Havea is persistent, and she finds Kawa'ahila and Kawahi'owau in that cave at the beginning of Manoa Valley. So they have to retreat again and run from her again. So this retreat symbolizes the path that the rain and the mist takes when it falls into Manoa Valley, as it travels up into Manoa Valley or down. But the next place they go is a rocky formation by Punahou. In this rocky formation, there's 2 caves where they make their home. Once again, they subsist off of mostly leaves. Sometimes it says fowl and some other small animals. It wasn't too specific. But one thing that is mentioned in Almeida's version is that Kawa'ahila would sometimes trap ducks in a spring called Kanewai. In the other accounts, this spring or pond was called Kanewai, but then it is also inferred that they may be referring to Kanewai in those other accounts as well. So, working at Kanewai, this naturally intrigued me. Where I'm walking now is remnants of an old Auai system that Kumakioki's class built in Mala in. But it was only dated back to the 1400s. This Auai system could possibly be older. To continue the story of the brother and sister, they got to their cave at Punahou. But one day, Kawahi Owao wanted to wash herself and bathe herself. They didn't have any water. So in his journeys, Kawa'ahila found this pond of Kanewai. But the pond was far away, so he wanted to create a pond that a sister could use. In his travels, he befriended Moʻo Kakea. In this account, it also says that he was the grandson of Moʻo Kakea. Therefore, it was Moʻo Kakea's kuleana to Malama, Kawa'ahila, and Kawahi Owao. So, what he helped him do was open up Punahou Spring. It says that Kakea built a tunnel that connected Kanewai to Punahou Spring, and then Kawa'ahila swam through that tunnel, and then that helped to create the spring. When he did that, Kawa'ahila also asked to create an Auai system to bring water down, to evenly distribute the waters to the valleys. So this Auai system was created too, with the help of Moʻo Kakea. Eventually, with this new pond and this Auai system, people were able to thrive. They built Lo'ikalo here by Punahou and across to by Kanewai Pond. So the Mo'olelo connects to how we learn that Kanewai has been farmed and used as lo'i for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And it was interesting to find a Mo'olelo that connected it all. It really informs not only about the geography, but what this place was used for by Kanaka too. Mahalo for listening. Sorry it was a little long. Another mo'o that I talk about in my report is mo'o Kiha Nui Lulu Moku. Kiha Nui Lulu Moku is a mo'o that is usually associated with Pali'uli in the mythical land of Ola'a, Hawaii. But Kiha Nui Lulu Moku is also associated with Manoa Valley, in the uplands of Manoa Valley. I didn't have the time to go up and write in this report, but I have frequented Waiakea up there, near the spring. I believe it's called Wa'aloa, but that is believed where Kiha Nui Lulu Moku resides, and she resides in the uplands of Manoa Valley. Before I finish the video, some questions I thought about when researching all these mo'o and putting it together, and then coming across the mo'olelo of Kakea creating Punahou Spring. It makes me think about all the ana, or the caves, that are talked about in these mo'olelo, and how they're connected to mo'o. How the water flows through these caves, and these caves maintain these connections. I don't know, I guess that's different kauna on how mo'o can inform us about geographical features. Not only water sources above land, but also these underground water sources that twist and turn beneath our feet. But yeah, that's definitely something that interests me. Finding these caves, or researching these caves, and the questions surrounding these caves. But mahalo nui for listening again. Ke holo no. Hui ho.